This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hey, what's this Ultimate Spider-Cast I hear so much about? That's right, everyone. Episode 2. We actually have real music this time.
Thank you, Mikey Flash.
Yes, our good friend Mikey Flash, who always hooks us up. If you like a theme song of ours, it's probably a Mikey Flash. Find him on Twitter and I'm not sure anywhere else, but I know he's on Twitter. We're looking for a theme song. I'm sure he just came on to be like, this episode of Ultimate Spider-Cast is brought to you by Mikey Flash. Now, he must be a Spider-Man fan, because I asked him for a theme song, and he was like, oh, let me know when you guys get it going.
I mean, who's not, well, besides Charlie Answer, who's really not a Spider-Man fan?
Well, he's not a Peter Parker fan.
I'm sorry, does not compute. It's the only way to be a Spider-Man fan.
Well,
I'm kidding!
I know, but, Charlie Esser likes his Otto Octavius.
Because low-key, I kind of like Miles more than I like Peter at this point. Especially with this story.
I love Big Riley.
And that's
that was an early Christmas present. Just say. Or a late birthday present. However you want
especially for this show.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Big Riley.
Love to hate him. Yes, I do.
Oh, so you're loving the Miles now. Okay.
I've been kind of a fan, but ever since they did the thing, and him and Gwen, yes, I've been here for Miles.
And now that Bendis is gone?
No, actually, I enjoyed his interpretation, but,
Bendis wasn't bad, it's just sometimes they're a little too talky.
And for Miles, that kind of made sense for me. Because he's young and, kids have verbal diarrhea, so. Well, they do! But yeah, anyway, what issue are we talking about today?
Straight from the 90s, because you can tell by
early 90s, too.
Hollow cover, Spectacular Spider-Man 200, because, again, it's Green Goblin month.
And it's a giant size, because it's the 200th issue. And it didn't feel giant size when I was reading it.
It's a little thicker, but it's not it's not giant.
Yeah. It's just big. It's not extra pages, is my point. It's a very short story, honestly.
Lilith's like, I've had bigger.
And they were DC, I'm just saying. But no, so this story upsets me greatly.
Yeah, what, the ending?
Everything about this issue, in retrospect, upsets me.
Well,
Peter is a total tool.
And what's kind of this is the end of a storyline. They were kind of building for a while. Was Harry Osborn was putting on the Green Goblin costume, trying to be a hero, and then around this Child Within storyline, which we'll have to cover someday. He took his father's Goblin formula and started going nuts.
I mean, as you do, literally, everyone does.
And vis-a-vis Venom, I mean, he had to have a couple villains in the 90s who knew Spider-Man was, so.
I'm just gonna say it, and you can fight me if you want to. Sam Raimi did the better adaptation of this storyline. Without Liz and Normie, damn it! I hate those two so much! My least favorite panel is Normie with the Spider-Man doll. Spider-Man bad!
Nah.
Get out of here, kid.
Well, I mean, look at the house he was living in. He was living with this lunatic who every 2 seconds was like, Spider-Man killed my father.
I know. He's just going around and he's like, I'm starting the Osborn Foundation. Tell all your friends and tell Spider-Man too. I'm just like, God, you don't even have a mustache to twirl. Calm down, Harry. Calm down.
But, yeah, so basically Harry was terrorizing Peter and Mary Jane, and even in the beginning of this episode, he grabs Mary Jane.
That's the best part part of the issue, actually, is where they have the talk, where he grabs her, and they have the talk, and he talks about Gwen Stacy and stuff.
Well, yeah, you kind of remember that Harry and Mary Jane used to date, like back when Peter and Gwen dated.
Exactly. And you know what's crazy is that everybody has issues in this little triangle, so.
Oh, yeah.
Like, major issues. And she kind of brings that up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was like, I really felt like this was like, first time in a long time that I actually liked Mary Jane. And it was mainly because Peter is such a tool in this whole story arc, to be honest. But this is like the culmination of his a-holiness, shall we say.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, you know, when someone's threatening to bring your whole life down around you, and he does grab his wife and take her to the top of a bridge. I mean, come on, a goblin grabs your woman and takes her to the top of the bridge.
Well, it's his own damn fault, though. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, like, I don't know. I have a lot of sympathy for Harry, and like I've said before, you know, Peter's kind of a tool sometimes, and I don't know. I don't feel like Peter owns up to a lot of his mistakes. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, but
Peter's bat guano crazy. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, is the Osborn family Peter's fault? I mean, you could say Norman.
Extra little push, though. I'm just saying.
Even if it was just emotional, you could say Norman was an abusive father, and
true. But he gives it that extra little push. I'm just saying, he's the cherry on top of the poop sundae. That's all I'm saying. The straw that breaks the camel's back every single time.
Well, yeah, Peter always flips when, you know, he's dealing with somebody who knows his identity, like Venom or...
Yeah. But, like, I remember, like, when I first was reading this storyline, I was just like, that's very anticlimactic. It's like the Flash in the Arrowverse, where Flash goes to jail and everybody finds his identity out. I'm like, these people aren't making it out alive. Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the Osborns, too, you could be like, oh, they, you know, both Norman and Harry had amnesia from time to time.
Yeah. Which, you know, at a certain point, you do have to kind of reset the scoreboard. You have to, like, knock all the pieces off the chessboard. I get it, but, yeah.
But I don't know. I find Harry was the kind of hypocritical here, too, because he assures Mary Jane, oh no, whatever happens between me and Peter, I would never let anything happen to you. But then later on, he's threatening Peter. He's like, maybe I'll kill you in a day, a year. He's like, or maybe I'll tell one of your enemies who you are so they can come kill you. You think one of his other enemies is going to be like, oh well, yeah, I will touch the wife.
Well, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, true.
See, you know, you gotta listen to those words carefully.
True. And then I forgot this was the middle when Mary Jane had her bout was smoking.
Yes. Which I don't mind, but Peter just grabs it, and I'm like, that's a fight right there. I would have just knocked him right on his little hiney. Don't touch my cigarettes. At least she was coming up with ideas. I'm very rarely on the side of Mary Jane.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, this is when they actually used to not dress her the same all the time. I was like, I like that trench coat. Go get it, girl. No, I actually like this era of Mary Jane, how they draw her and stuff, though.
Well, yeah, when she's not, like, I don't know, whiny or, do you have to go out?
Yeah, she's very proactive, you know. Mm-hmm. So she's coping. Like, I like that she kind of like picks up smoking as a way to deal with Peter when she finds out he's Spider-Man. I was just like, okay, hopefully you got like money from the tobacco lobby or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, like the story's so sad.
It's more like a psychological thing more than anything, because just Harry tormenting Peter. It's just like, and then he goes to the Bugle and tells Jameson, oh, I might have some stuff to tell you about your friend Spider-Man eventually.
I know, he shows up and they have that little tense war of words.
Oh yeah, him and Peter just staring each other down, and Jameson's trying not to pee himself, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad they threw good old Jonah in for a little comic relief. But Liz, I like how Liz kind of tells Mary Jane off, though. So get the hell out of here.
Liz is kind of like Stepford Wife too. She's like, oh, no, there's nothing wrong with Harry.
Just saying. But yeah, it was just, his plan was kind of like messed up. Like, you're gonna do something, do it right. Don't just have villains learn nothing. Do it yourself. Don't leave it to chance.
Yeah, well, Harry's like the original screw up too. Just ask Norman.
It's just like everything that could go wrong with a villain plan goes wrong. It's just like classic what not to do.
Yeah, and then like at the end, Mary Jane goes to like try to talk Harry down, and she almost does until Spider-Man shows up on the roof, sets off the alarm.
Peter.
Because he's, basically Harry yells at Mary Jane. He's like, see, you want me to stop, but he won't let go.
Oh, just to fast forward, I did like the hospital scenes, though. The hospital panels. I was just like, are they really going to do this?
Oh, at the end, yeah.
And for a while, I really did think that they were going to actually, just leave that alone.
Yeah, well, yeah, because after the final big Goblin and Spider-Man battle, Harry manages to, drug Peter.
Yeah, he drugged him and left him, and then Mary Jane's like, I'm just saying.
He has a supervillain bomb in where he's building the Osborn Foundation, and of course, Mary Jane and his son are still there, so.
Yeah, that just felt, I don't know, a little redundant.
Harry saves them and Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to the Barbara Walters and Oprah Winfrey references, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Where Harry might reveal Peter's identity.
Oh, he got in a Geraldo Rivera one too. I was just like, oh,
Geraldo.
Back in the day when you could come home from school and all the damn talk shows would be, I was like, you missed Ricky Lake. That's cool. It's fine.
When you come home from school and be like, what was in Al Capone's vault?
Just I mean, I preferred Ricky Lake back in the day, but whatever. Well, he forgot Jenny Jones too. Yeah, early '90s talk TV. Anyway,
but yeah, you were talking about those last 2 pages where Harry's in the ambulance and then they take him to the hospital and where he basically dies because Goblin formula.
Yeah, they really should stop making that stuff. You think the FDA would have?
Well, I mean, spoilers. As we get to, was it next episode maybe? I mean, it gives Norman a healing factor.
Because everybody wants to be like Deadpool.
That's how he survived the glider through the chest.
Yeah,
last episode, yeah.
I know. Everybody wants to be Wolverine. It's fine.
But I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true, but at the end of the Clone Saga, as we'll get to, like I said, I think next episode, it was Norman behind the whole thing, but it didn't. I don't know if people were just saying, "Oh, it should have been," but I heard rumors that maybe it would have been. It was almost going to be Harry behind the whole Clone Saga.
It would, to me, that would have made a little more sense
because he had all those gotcha. Even after he died, he had the android parents were
yes,
kind of his idea too. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but for this to be early 90s, I just have to say I really did enjoy the artwork, which when it comes to Spider-Man, I really don't generally like a lot of the, late 80s, early 90s artwork. It just, holy crap.
Yeah, it's Sal Buscema, who looks like here he must have inked his own stuff. But yeah, there's times during the Clone Saga he was inked by someone else, and it was just messy.
It does make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, no, it was really good artwork for early 90s, so.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, basically, Harry supposedly dies here. It's May 1993, and then they don't bring him back until Brand New Day in the beginning of 2008.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's 300 odd and some change issues later.
It's 15 years?
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, I said, I was just okay. It's stuck for a long time. More than most deaths in comic books.
Oh, yeah.
So. But no, I don't know. I just really felt for Harry for some reason in this issue. I thought that they did a good job of, his unhingedness, but yet his remorse and, all that stuff. Which was a good final issue, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Favorite panel though is him lighting the cigar for Jonah. Like his facial expressions are everything.
I was just like waiting for him, like, you know, when people come face to face with the Joker, you know, I was waiting for him to be like, this isn't going to explode, is it?
I would die. That would have been hilarious. But yeah, no, great solid issue. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I have a favorite panel, but yeah, those last 2 pages were real, you know, no text, no nothing, just completely silent, the ambulance ride and then the hospital. Although, alright, Mary Jane, I mean, they've done this in any of those, like, possible future stories like MC2 or even like, Renew Your Vows, but I mean, at least twice when Harry's like dying, Mary Jane calls him Peter right in front of little Normie. It's
I feel like they were setting something up for that.
You would think, like I said, in those possible futures, I think they kind of do show that he knows, but it's just like, you know, what, Normie's not going to go home and be like, Mom, Mary Jane was calling Spider-Man Peter.
I mean, but then again, he is an Osborn. Osborn genetics are a little slow.
And that's true. He might have caught some amnesia on the way home. I forgot.
Exactly. Especially at this time, it was highly contagious.
Yeah, it's genetic in that Osborn family. That hair and the amnesia is like genetic.
I think the waves make it possible for the amnesia to take hold. I think that's.
That's like that time travel issue of Deadpool we covered way back.
Oh my god!
Yeah. When he's that Spider-Man issue and he's like saw Norman, he's like, "What is up with that hair?"
We won't be getting any fourth breaking wall Deadpool soon.
Hey, they're
gonna go back to it. There's no way this is gonna stick.
No, when sales start plummeting, no.
I don't know though. It just seems like new Deadpool fans, they'll take anything. I'm just saying. Looking at you, despicable Deadpool. Like, fight me. That is a terrible
unpopular opinion out of my mouth.
Despicable Deadpool is despicably a cash grab. Fight me. I dare you.
Well, why do you think when it was done they mind wiped him?
Exactly. But anyway, yeah. Tangentially spider related. Random nonsense. Can't hold it in.
Alright, I know you want to go to bed, but just real quick, have you been reading any of the current Spider-Man stuff?
Spider-Man Deadpool is about it.
Okay. You didn't read Superior Spider-Man yet?
Not yet. It is in the old queue for tomorrow, because it's my day off, half a day off, so.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, if you want to read it and send us thoughts, I know Charlie Esser and I are going to talk about it Saturday, so.
I will do that.
Charlie Esser's favorite. He read that before Fantastic Four.
What? No, yeah. I've already read Fantastic Four. Well.
Because when I messaged him early today, I was like, did you read them yet? And he's like, I haven't gotten to Fantastic Four yet. Read Superior. I'm like, oh, he read Superior Spider-Man over the Thing's wedding. Oh.
I know. Shame on you, Charlie.
Charlie, I think that proves Otto's like your favorite character.
Yes, that is no. Like I said, I actually went out after I was all fat from Christmas and actually got a physical copy of that Fantastic Four issue. So.
Oh my lord! But yeah, you got to read Superior Spider-Man. It's good.
Okay.
Especially like the last page or two, you'll be like, he's gonna fight who next issue?
Ooh. Okay, I'll definitely read it when I get home from my half day tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you read any Spider-Geddon?
I have been, but like I'm just not invested.
Okay. Well, the last issue came out last week, but All I'll tease you with is Miles Morales gets the Captain Universe powers.
No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just like,
but everyone's in that. Well, except for Peter Parker shows up at the end because he was fighting Moreland over in Spectacular. But like Otto's there, Miles is there, Ben Reilly's there.
Yeah,
I love Ben Reilly.
I know, so don't know.
Eventually they will do something with Ben Reilly.
Well, they give him a book back. They went to 25, and now it looks like, Ghost Spider's still going on. Superior's starting again. Miles has his own book.
Yeah, I mean that he is literally the Batman of the Marvel universe, where that Spider universe is just huge and sprawling.
Mm-hmm.
Not as sprawling as X-Men, but X-Men's kind of on the decline. Thank you, Fox. So yeah,
We'll make a comeback under Kelly Thompson.
oh, absolutely, duh. Anyway, yeah,
All right. So we done?
yeah.
That's her eyes.
Same with Fox.
So yes, send us your thoughts on this, any current Spider-Man stuff, and like I said, isn't Spider-Man 75 our next episode? I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 75 because after that is that like early 2000s, and then the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie.
Wait, have we decided on review or commentary?
I don't know. It's the first one. Should we do a commentary?
Yeah, we should do a commentary.
Okay. All right, everyone. Send us your thoughts on any of that upcoming stuff. And then February will be Otto Octavius month. So I know a certain mustache man from New Jersey will be sending us thoughts. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, facebook.com/ultimatespidercast, @ULT Spidercast on Twitter, and @CL Sidekicks on Twitter. Instagram, follow CL Sidekicks, and the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Lilith?
If you nerds want to fight me on Twitter, you can find me at Lilith Hellfire. If you want to hang out on the gram, at Lilith Hellfire86. And if you want to talk another red and blue superhero, Superman and or Smallville, you can find me at Save Me Pod on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and or Instagram.
Fight me, nerd.
And any Spider-Man creators, past or present.
Or future.
Yeah, okay. Email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, or on Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. All right, everyone. Join us next time. Again, I get Lilith to read another Ben Reilly story. Well, it's his quote-unquote death.
I know.
The first death.
Know. They never stick.
Spider-Man stick. All right, join us next time. Keep flipping.